Hi, I'm Karen. We're here to talk about the Baby Lock Zest, and in this video we're going to talk about some of the accessories that come with the machine. So first of all, we have the good old seam ripper, and that's for taking out stitches. It's got a little sharp thing right there. You just slide this part underneath stitches, just the thread, and you can cut thread and remove stitches pretty easily. You want to use your seam ripper with the handle on it because if you set it down, it's not going to roll away like it would without that. And then when you're done using your seam ripper, make sure you put the cover back on it, and that'll keep you and everybody else safe. Okay, we have some extra bobbins, and the extra bobbins are there for different colors of thread. If you want, let's say like one black, one white, one gray, that's fine. That'll cover most. Make sure you use the same kind of bobbins. If you need to buy more bobbins, make sure you get the kind that goes with this machine, not something that goes with, say, high-end FAF machine or something like that. You want to get the Baby Lock bobbins. Then we have extra needles. Now this is a good brand. This is Oregon needles. You can also use Schmetz needles or Class A needles with this machine. The numbers here, I'll tell you what that means. First of all, 3 pieces means there's 3 needles in there. The HA times 1 means it's a universal needle, and 14 means it's size 14. And that's a pretty common size and pretty easy to thread that. By the way, with machine needle sizes, the smaller the number, the smaller the needle. So like if you had a size 10, it would be harder for you to thread that needle. So I would recommend going with a 12 or 14 with this machine. Here we have a cover that goes over the feed dogs, and the purpose of this is to make it so that you can sew without the feed dogs. Now, why would you want to do that? That's so that if you wanted to do free motion quilting, now because of that's a whole technique in itself, and you would need a special foot to do that. I'm not going to get into that right now, but that's how you would kind of bypass the feed dogs, is by using this little plate. Let's take that off of there for now. And here we have the zipper foot. Sewing zippers is a sewing technique, so I'm not going to really get into that in later videos, but just to know you have a zipper foot. And here is your blind hem foot. Nice thing about the blind hem foot, now blind hem means you have a hem that the stitches on the outside of the garment barely show at all. But nice thing about this is it's adjustable. And so you can sew a blind hem on something fairly thick, like a really lofty fleece, or fairly thin, like maybe a wool suiting. Also, you can use this if you have folded fabric or the edge of a collar or a cuff. You can run the edge of your collar or cuff right along here and stitch an even distance right around that collar or cuff. So it's a really useful little foot. This is a buttonhole foot. This makes a buttonhole, and you have 4 steps in your buttonhole that you can do. So this here, you'd still have to mark the beginning at the end of the buttonhole, and then change your selector at the appropriate times. To change the feet, it's really easy. You just push the little lever in the back, that drops right off, and you put your other feet on here, lower that lever, it comes right back on. Take that off again, put the regular foot back on. Now, there are other feet that you can get for this machine. In your accessories, it came with these basic feet that at least will get you started. Also, you'll have your Baby Lock Zest reference instruction guide, and your foot control and pedal and cord. They're all, the power cord and the foot control are all in one plug, so you don't have 2 separate cords to worry about. So that's our accessories. Stay tuned for our future videos. Thanks for watching.